PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
Hello, I'm James Spann. This is the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday morning, the 10th of April. Active weather today looks like more active weather Monday as the storms of spring headline our forecast. We'll speak out the window at the somewhat insane hour of 5 o'clock this morning. That's the Coleman Skycam. A thunderstorm in progress there. We had some pea-sized hail at that site early this morning. In fact, Coleman County, as I do this update, is under a severe thunderstorm warning. Up in the Tennessee Valley in Huntsville, rain falling there. And from Jasper, Walker County under a severe thunderstorm warning, as we got some pre-dawn storms out there this morning. You can see the system supporting the storms this morning and what should support more storms later today, just northwest of here. Very favorable position for severe weather, and that's the radar at 5 o'clock. And you can see that batch of storms running from near Barry up to Jasper and Coleman. And again, right underneath that, we have had reports of hail and gusty winds, a few trees knocked down along that line this morning, but they are in a weakening phase. And the greater concern of the storms later today. We do have a tornado watch this morning that does include the Birmingham Metro until 9 o'clock. But again, those storms are going to be exiting soon and weakening. And at this point, the concern will be the new storms that fire later today. Note, really, there's not a lot of surface-based instability here. A lot of these storms are elevated this morning, which means the threat's going to be from hail. The really juicy air remains back off to the west. In fact, you can see the instabilities peak over far eastern Texas at 2,000 joules down there below Shreveport. There's a look at the significant tornado parameter. Values are maxed out around Vicksburg and Monroe, Louisiana, Vicksburg, Mississippi to Monroe, Louisiana. And the energy helicity index is maxed in about that same area. Monroe up toward the Mississippi Delta. And that is the air that will be advecting in here later today. There is a moderate risk over a pretty good chunk of North Alabama for later today. And that moderate risk runs from near almost the Shoals in Birmingham all the way over to Columbia, South Carolina. That includes Atlanta and Chattanooga, Tennessee. Surrounding that, a slight risk from Memphis to the Atlantic coast. Tomorrow, slight risk over Central and West Texas. Sunday, that risk moves on to the east, all the way to Mobile. And Monday, day 4, all of Alabama in a severe weather risk. And really, Monday's system is more dynamic than the one today. We'll just see if we can get the instabilities back in here. Here's a look at our surface chart at 1 o'clock this afternoon. There's the short wave passing just northwest of here. Down below that, the surface low just north of Memphis. And that will support thunderstorms over North Alabama. Those could be strong to severe. Note that the Gulf Coast region stays dry. It's a little troubling right there. That's the STP, the significant tornado parameter. And that thing is maxed out from Birmingham up to Gadsden, right along the Interstate 59 corridor, and that's right there in that moderate risk area. And boy, our friend Jeff Craven, this is his index, the Craven-Brooks Significant Severe Weather Index. That thing is maxed out right on top of the Interstate 65 corridor from Cullman to Birmingham and Montgomery. It's over 75,000, and that is very significant. So those numbers in themselves certainly suggest the possibility of trouble later today. And again, we see there's nothing to the south this time to block the inflow. And this will probably come during the afternoon heating process, and that certainly means all modes of severe weather are possible. So be aware of that. Main window for severe, we'll say 10 o'clock this morning till 6 o'clock this evening. It'll be a pretty long day in the weather office. Now, tomorrow, features gone. We'll have a northerly flow, a clearing, maybe some morning clouds, the sky becoming sunny. Sunday, Easter Sunday, that'll be mostly sunny with a high up in the mid-70s. New storm off to the west. And Monday, negative tilt, strong shortwave rolling through here. The surface low is near St. Louis. And again, the only issue on this one, we've got the storms down there in the Gulf. That might be an issue. But assuming that's not, that could be a severe weather day. And, of course, we got to get today's system out of here, and we'll focus on that. And then Tuesday of next week, we go dry. And again, it's a spring break week for a lot of people. Wednesday will be a beautiful day from Gatlinburg to Gulf Shores. But Thursday, shortwave northwest of here, and that looks wet. Not necessarily severe, but wet. And Friday of next week looks wet. As this big trough carves out. And look at Saturday the 18th. Boy, huge upper low just north of here. And that's got the 540 line down in here. And that's not necessarily a snow look. That's the cold air loft. But that looks rather unsettled. And it certainly will be chilly, no doubt about that, if that's right. End of the forecast on the 25th. The westerlies lift north, ridging pokes in from the Gulf. And if that's right, the better severe weather opportunities will be north of here. But as we all know, that's voodoo at this point. We're just out there looking for trends. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. Notes on the blog. Not so sure we can crank one out later today due to severe weather. But, of course, check the blog for the latest. And Brian Peters will have the updates here, the video updates over the weekend, tomorrow and Sunday. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.
Weather.